Namaste everyone and Nityananda. Get rich. This is imperative for every person who is seriously on the path of spiritual development. And I will encourage everybody not just to get rich without setting a clear goal. I'll encourage you to get rich to such kind of extent that you not have to worry about money till the end of your life. So retire, that's it. Retire before your retiring age. That's it. Why is it so important? In my own experience, there can be nothing more spiritual than the desire of getting rich and doing the action, becoming rich. Actually, this is the story of the guru of my first guru, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, Gurudev. When he went out looking for his own master on the age of 9, when he found his master, his first question was, how is there such kind of knowledge through which when I get it, I would not have the need to put my hand out begging for food? And it turned out that there is such kind of knowledge. His guru gave it to him. Later on, when he used this knowledge, that was something very amazing. All his followers so absolutely amazed. They didn't know how did he do this magic. He never accepted donations. In spite of this thing, he revived loads and loads of monasteries, ashrams. And they were wondering, where did he get all this money? And he told them, well, I got this knowledge from my guru. Anyway, so I had this period in my life, about 10, 11, 12 years. I was fully dedicated to the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's movement, the Transcendental Meditation and Yogi Flying. All my free time, and it was really very exciting. Oh, this is an absolutely amazing experience. Meditation, the group Yogi Flying, super. But on real material life, we didn't have really much success. Actually, the more dedicated people were, and the more unsuccessful they were in the material life. And one day, we decided, okay, let's do something. Let's create something. Let's create a Vedic city, or I decided let's make a school. And I saw I'm lacking knowledge of material success. There was this moment in my life that I decided, alright, I really want to find out the secret for material success. I felt like I was fed up all these years, 10, 11, 12 years, spirituality, but I felt that it was a big gap, a blank spot. And I felt very strong desire to learn the secret of material success. And from this point on, I went on new direction of research, and I found out that the knowledge for material success is actually the fruit of the spiritual seeker, the spiritual knowledge is required. Why? It is like a tree. The tree grows, but the tree cannot give fruit without blooming and without conceiving the fruit, and the tree cannot multiply. So this is when you need, sooner or later, you really need to have this thing in order to make a breakthrough in your spiritual development. Sooner or later, there has to be this kind of experience, material success. By the time you get this material success, you will find out that the knowledge, the person you become is way more important. This is actually the secret. The person you will become when you be this millionaire, really rich person who does not need to worry about his life. Now I'll tell you what I have discovered on my path of trying to become rich. First thing is thirst, life, hungry. When you get hungry, this is motivation, this is life. What is spirituality about then if you're not alive? If you're at home, you're meditating or praying or whatever you're doing, and then you have no life, no activity. What is this all about? You need to be alive. So this thirst for material success, it is giving you life. This is the first benefit. Then when I start studying this material, I saw this principle of gratitude. If you want to become rich on a scientific way, you need to be grateful. That's it. And you need to give gratitude to all ways of abundance that are coming to you, all people that are giving you the means for your existence, the means for your development. You need to give them gratitude. That means if you are developing also in your specific career, let's say it is your boss or your partner or whoever it is who is giving you this knowledge, this conditions for development, you need to give him your gratitude. So you start developing your heart. It has to be sincere. It has to be sincere. So this is additional. This is when this is a breakthrough for spirituality. A person. This is really very important. This is really very important. Because a person who is just doing a simple thing like I was doing meditation, it is absolutely wonderful. It develops in a natural kind of way, all these things. But when you have in addition to this thing, now meditation, when I did this meditation, I found out it is not self-sustaining. You can have in a natural way all this wonderful experience. It can feed you, you can grow. But then you need to do something else in order to sustain yourself, to sustain your life, and to create the condition for your next meditation. You will never have a bag full of money falling on your head while you meditate. This is a great truth revelation. Anyhow, and through this gratitude that I started consciously applying, I really developed something more, something additional. It pushed me on a higher level. And I would not have this thing if I didn't have this desire to become rich. There is also another thing. Once you want to be rich, you see, it is impossible without getting in contact with people. How will you accumulate means of money without offering people something? How? This means a lot of contact, and I know a lot of people from my previous organization. You practice this program, all right, but then in life you don't communicate with a lot of people. You're sort of shy, closed. But if you have this strong desire to become rich, then it is imperative for you to get in contact with people and give them either some kind of product, service. You need to communicate with them. You need to communicate with lots and lots of people. This enriches you. This makes a big contact like there, because you get eye contact, you get ear contact, all kind of contact, and this means you connect with life on a much higher level. Now your spiritual experience, more or less, you start, whether you share it with them or not, you start this kind of exchange, energy exchange. This pushes your spiritual development so much stronger. Actually, every person that you get in contact with is extension of your own thoughts, of your own belief system. The world that you see inside, the people that you meet, the interaction that you get is extension of your own thoughts, a projection of your own thoughts. So when you handle them, you handle yourself. This is absolutely crucial. If you only meditate or pray at home and you don't get in contact with a lot of people, and this thing. When once I started on this path, I met my magic show guru, Lady Ellen, and she said like this: the last step, according to her guru, and I was interested in this spiritual master a lot as well, because it's the greatest Bulgarian spiritual master. Bulgaria is the country where I come from. Peter Dunopins, I don't know. And she quoted him: the last step when you want to get the knowledge for heaven. The last step for heaven, you take it by force. You take it by force through a breakthrough. If you have to get rich, you will see you need to be ambitious. There has to be certain kind of aggression based on love, by force, and you will feel it. You will feel what this means. This is concentrated love. The fruit of your spiritual development. Responsibility. This is another thing that gets developed when you go on the path of becoming rich. Without responsibility, no spiritual development. This is something that here, my guru here now, Nityananda, wow, he's like almost every day talking about this principle. Why would God give you spiritual power, spiritual development, if you're not responsible? See, God takes care of everyone. He takes care of the whole world. So, of course, He will give from His powers, His experience, from His love, from His energy. To whom? He will give to this person who does his job, who loves all people, who gives value, who gives life, who gives a contribution to these people. You might not have this love, you might not have this energy, you might not have these spiritual powers, but if you decide, I am going to reach these people, and you do it responsibly, you get in contact once, then you it's like when you're getting marriage, you behave responsibly. You just don't just go, oh, I like this thing, I don't like this thing. No, you behave responsibly. Then God steps in and gives you this spiritual development, this support, the spiritual powers. This is another principle. And another thing that I discovered, you see how many things, like maybe 4 things till now. Another thing as well I discovered when I went on this path for material success was energy. C. In order to have material success in a scientific way, not go and rob the bank, you need a lot of energy consistently. Today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Energy. You will see how life will push you, because you express this desire, I want to be rich and I will become rich whatever it costs. Or get this knowledge. Then God steps in and says, alright, but for you to become rich, you need certain conditions, and now I will provide them for you. And you will see what will happen. You will see that you will be put in an environment that gives you energy. What I discovered, it was a surprise for me. My environment will turn to be way more nature. I started moving way more in nature. See, 10, 11, 12 years, so somewhere this period, 1994 till when was it? About 10 years. When I was meditating, I was staying in the city. Once I decided I will become rich, suddenly my profession became such that I started being 90% of the time in the country, in nature. Now I'm in nature again. Afterwards I went to UK. Once again nature, a lot of nature for 3 years. Here I am at Nityananda's home. Everything is nature around. This is a little bit paradoxical, but because the idea of becoming rich in today's civilized world is you get this wonderful home somewhere, maybe it's or you get a home in a skyscraper or something like this. No, my life to be way more nature than food. You have to take care for your food, take care for your body. You need vitally. This is machine. If you got to get money, you need to be like a machine. You can't have compromises, and you can't allow yourself to be sick. You can't have employee psychology. This pushes all this development, so many benefits, so many crucial benefits when you go on this path of becoming rich for your spirituality. At the end, you will see riches are not the money, are not the paper that you get, are not the amount in your account. It is the feeling. I can do it, and I'm doing it, and I feel really good about it. I'm a person who realizes I'm a creator, and I'm more alive than ever. So my message is get rich. If you're on a spiritual path, absolutely imperative, get rich. Work on this thing. This is separate science. The best book that I ever met on this path is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. I listened to it more than 100 times because I wanted through this method to get this knowledge into my blood. I wanted to feel about myself. I am abundance. I am abundance. All right, this is for me, and this place that where I'm now, it is a wonderful place for generating this feeling and generating this motivation. Spiritual. If you want abundance of this moment that you want abundance, or you want to stimulate this desire for abundance, this is absolutely great place to generate these feelings in a cosmic kind of dimension. This environment that Nityananda has created, and this course in awakening. So I can quite sincerely invite you to come and experience this thing for 21 days. Thank you, Nityananda.